Welcome back to another trade recap. Today, as you can see, I ended up taking one trade, ended up taking a loss. Um, Completely fine with taking this trade, right? Completely fine. Followed my rules, followed my model. But at the end of the day, you just have to accept that you were wrong. And that's a big thing for a lot of traders, right? You have to get rid of your ego. You have to know and to learn when to accept that you were just wrong, right? The market, your bias was wrong. What you thought the market was going to do, what the market was showing you, and how you reacted to it was just wrong. But again, that's not to say that I'm not okay with taking this trade. I am completely fine with taking this trade. This is my model. I saw everything that I saw everything that I needed to see in order to take a trade, but at the end of the day, I was just wrong. So, kind of want to run through what I was thinking throughout the day, or at market open, and what I wanted to see. So on the 4 hour, if we go to the 4 hour, we ended up actually putting in this bearish SMT at these highs, right? So this bearish SMT gets put in, ES ends up taking this high and also tapping into the daily fair value gap. So just from this, what I want to see is I wanted to see this become a breakaway gap and for us to move lower, right? And we were having really good displacement, bearish displacement in the morning. So I wanted to see the market go lower and this SMT to kind of propel us lower, right? So if we go down to the 1 hour, we had completely ran through this 1 hour bearish fair value gap right here, right? We had completely ran through this 1 hour bearish fair value gap. So again, I would want to see lower. We have all this generated sell side liquidity below us, as well as these relative equal lows below us down here. So there is reason for us to go lower, right? So scaling down even more. On the 15-minute, we had this unfilled 15-minute bearish fair value gap. We had London high up here, and we had New York AM high up here. So what I wanted to see and what I needed to see for the markets to show that we are really bearish is come up and tap this unfilled 15-minute and go lower, right? I did not want to see this 15-minute get ran through and for us to come up here, possibly take this high. I just wanted to see this get respected, for us to tap this fair value gap and move lower. So at market open, where are we at? Okay, we're at 659. So at market open, we end up selling off right, where were we at? 720. Okay, so we end up selling off right at market open. We end up taking this internal high, or internal low, sorry. So we end up taking this internal low, but again, just because we took this internal low, I was still bearish bias. I wanted to see the market go lower. However, I needed to see a rebalance, right? I can't take a short right here. I need to see some sort of manipulation leg. I need to see a change in the state of delivery. I need to see us tap into a higher time frame for value gap, right? I need to see all these things. So I just stay patient, right? We end up just kind of chopping around, generating more sell side down here. So we're generating all these relative equal lows, generating more sell side. We end up pumping up, right? End up taking this high right here, this internal buy side. Again, exactly what I wanted to see coming into market open. I wanted to see us take this internal high and tap this unfilled 15-minute, right? So I want to see how this reacts. I want to see how we react to us tapping this 15-minute, to us taking this internal high, because if we end up just displacing through this, right, I'm going to be more bullish bias, right? Because I do not want to see any displacement through this. I want to see immediate bearish displacement lower. So we end up having really good displacement lower right here. We end up having, oh, not right here, sorry. Really good displacement lower right here. Okay, but we don't get that close below the change. I stay patient, and then on this very next candle, we end up closing below the change in the state. So I enter short, right? And something that I could have done a little bit better here that something to just learn from is we have this 1 minute bearish for value gap, right? So if we are bearish, I want to see us tap this and just completely just tap it and have a really good displacement lower, right? I don't want to see us kind of just like fiddling around this 1 minute for value gap, tapping it and then just possibly maybe running through it and then coming down, right? I want to see us tap this and have really good displacement lower. So at this point in time, I enter short because we close below the change. We have the manipulation. We have the really good reaction out of the 15-minute for value gap. And we have the bearish SMT up at the 4 hour highs up here. So I wanted to, Anya. Sorry, my dog's just going ape shit. When I entered the short, I put my break-even point here, and I wanted to take a couple cons off here and then the rest of the cons at this low down here. So I enter short, and again, one thing that I wanted to do better is because I wanted to see this fair value gap get tapped. If we do tap it, want to see immediate displacement lower. I could have managed my risk a little bit better. I probably could have had my stop right here because this is somewhere that I do not expect price to go, right? I do not expect price to run this and then continue higher. So I could have definitely took off some risk there. But I just ended up putting it at that high, and we end up just completely running through it, and I end up getting stopped out. So this was the trade that I ended up taking today. And again, if we just go through price here, we just completely end up pumping like over 200 points straight to the daily, and then just continue to pump all of the rest of the AM session. So yeah, again, completely fine with the trade that I ended up taking today. And at the end of the day, I was just wrong, right? I was wrong with my bias, and that's not to say that, I'm mad at the trade that I took today. Again, I'm completely fine with it, but some days you're just going to be wrong, and you just have to learn how to accept it. Take this trade and just go on with the rest of your day. Don't overtrade, don't over leverage, don't over risk, right? You just take your loss and you move on, right? So that was the trade that I ended up taking today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope you guys have had a great day so far, and I will catch you in the next one.